Co-op gaming is about to get even better in 2025. Whether you're into intense action, open world survival, or just having fun with friends, there are some incredible games on the way. In this video, we're checking out the most exciting upcoming co-op games you won't want to miss. Hyper Lightbreaker is an action game set in a changing world called the Overgrowth. You play as a breaker, a warrior sent to defeat the evil Abyss King and his powerful crowns. The world is different every time you play, with new places, enemies and secrets to find. You can run on walls, glide and ride a hoverboard to move fast. Combat is quick and exciting with many weapons and upgrades to choose from. Each run makes you stronger and helps your home base grow. Team up with friends online and fight to break the Abyss King's rule. In Aloft, you and up to 7 friends can turn floating islands into flying ships. Build your home, gather food and explore the open sky. The wind helps you travel and power machines, but danger is near. A strange fungus is spreading, hurting animals and plants. Fight infected creatures, make medicine and heal the islands. You can raise animals, grow crops and take your island with you to visit friends. Whether alone or with others, Aloft is about building, exploring and saving the sky. In Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, you play as Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong and explore DK Island. From jungles to volcanoes, jump, roll and stomp to get through tough spots. Swing on vines, shoot through barrels and ride minecarts, rocket barrels and Rambi the Rhino. Use moves like ground pound, roll, blow and grab to pass challenges. You can play alone or with a friend in 2-player co-op. Meet fun characters and stop the Tiki Tak tribe in this exciting adventure. Next up is Orcs Must Die. Deathtrap. In this game, you play as a war mage protecting a rift from waves of orcs and other enemies. You can play alone or with up to 3 friends in exciting co-op mode. The game mixes fighting with setting traps to stop the orcs. There are new features like 4-player co-op, deeper upgrade systems, and roguelite elements. The levels now include outdoor fantasy areas. Combat is smoother and orcs die in funny, over-the-top ways thanks to crazy physics. You'll also face tough bosses like orc generals. With random power-ups and a fun guitar-heavy soundtrack, Orcs Must Die. Deathtrap makes orc slaying a blast. In Sniper Elite's Resistance, you play as Harry Hawker, a secret agent during World War II. The story takes place in occupied France, where you must find a powerful Nazi weapon that could change the war. You can play the full campaign with a friend in co-op mode. You'll share weapons and help each other when downed in battle. The game gives you different ways to complete your missions, whether you sneak around or go in guns blazing. The X-Ray Kill Cam returns, showing the effects of your shots. You can also customize your weapons with different ammo and upgrades. There are new propaganda missions, where you play as a resistance fighter doing time-limited tasks. In Axis Invasion mode, you can invade another player's game as a Nazi sniper. For online play, you can compete in 16-player battles or team up with up to 3 friends in survival mode to fight waves of enemies. Next one is Brave Escape. In this game, you and a friend will play as Colin and Floyd. Together, you'll need to work as a team to get through levels full of traps. Each character has a special ability. Colin can climb high places using a rope, while Floyd can boost your jumps to help you reach farther. The game has different areas, each with new tools. In Glacial Falls, you'll use a wind gun. In the Glowing Depths, you'll use a flashlight to see in the dark. In Serpent's Hollow, you'll use a grapple hook. In Moai Chambers, you'll have a freeze gun. And in Thunder Ridge, you'll use a magnet gun. In Begone Beast, you and your friends must help save the town of Pennybrook from huge monsters called beasts. Choose a character with special weapons and abilities and fight in fast, action-packed combat. The game has randomly generated levels, so each playthrough is different. The smart AI changes how enemies appear, making every run unique. You can play solo or team up with up to 4 players in online or couch co-op. Mix and match abilities, weapons and upgrades to create your own fighting style. At the end of each campaign, face a powerful beast that gets stronger each time you defeat it. Find yummy snacks along the way that give you cool powers for battle. In Monster Hunter Wilds, you play as a hunter exploring the dangerous Forbidden Lands, a world that changes all the time. The story starts with a boy named Nutter who escaped a huge monster. His adventure leads to a journey to discover the secrets of the Forbidden Lands. The world keeps changing, with the weather switching quickly. Sometimes monsters hunt in packs, and other times the land is full of animals. The monsters have learned to live in these changing conditions. As a hunter, you'll need to learn how to fight these monsters. You can choose different weapons and armor and use smart strategies to defeat them. Next up is Split Fiction. In this game you play as Mio and Zoe, two writers, one who writes sci-fi stories and the other writes fantasy. They get stuck inside their own stories when a machine steals their creative ideas. To escape, they must work together and travel between sci-fi and fantasy worlds. One moment you might be riding dragons and the next fighting cyber ninjas or dodging flying cars. Split Fiction is full of surprises and fun challenges that are meant to be shared with a friend. Find a co-op partner and get ready for an exciting adventure. In Killing Floor 3, set in 2091, you join the rebel group Nightfall to fight against Horzine's army of deadly bioengineered monsters called Zeds. You can play with up to 5 friends in 6-player co-op or go solo. The Zeds are smarter, faster and more dangerous with better AI. You can choose from a wide range of weapons like flamethrowers, shotguns and katanas and upgrade them with mods and gadgets. Use the environment to set traps and turn on turrets to survive. The MLT system returns with realistic dismemberment and blood effects. Your goal is to survive wave after wave of Zeds and stop the outbreak before it's too late. In Bokura Planet, you and a partner are crew members who crash land on a red planet after Earth is destroyed. The survivors send death row convicts into space to explore. When the ship breaks down, you must work together to escape. The game has puzzles you need to solve by talking to each other. You can also use a new push action to send your partner flying, but be careful, it might cause problems. Both characters want to return to Earth. Next up is Revenge of the Savage Planet. In this game, you and a friend are stranded at the edge of space with little gear. You must explore 4 colorful alien planets, find upgrades and uncover secrets as you get revenge on the company that left you behind. On each planet you'll face strange creatures and dangerous plants. Use tools like a grappling hook and goo to help you survive. You can even capture creatures and store them in your space trailer. Play with a friend online or on the same couch. The game lets you team up no matter what device you're using. In Dying Light the Beast, you play as Kyle Crane, who escapes after 13 years of harsh experiments. The world has changed and now you must fight through Castor Woods to survive and help others. Castor Woods used to be a popular place for tourists, but now it's filled with zombies, survivors, and dangerous groups. You can use parkour to move fast or drive an old 4x4 to get away from zombies. At night, zombies become stronger and you'll have to decide whether to fight, hide, or run. Because of the experiments, you now have a beast-like power. It's a curse, but it might also be the key to saving yourself and others. You can play alone or team up with up to 3 friends to survive and uncover the truth. Next one on our list is Elden Ring Nightreign. In this game, you and 2 of your friends will face a world filled with darkness and danger. Every night brings new challenges with a powerful enemy to defeat. Each player controls a different hero, each with their own special skills. By working together, your abilities can create powerful combos. Every time you play, the world changes and you'll face a new boss. You must work as a team to survive and defeat the threats that come with the night. In Tears of Metal, you lead a group of Scottish soldiers to take back your island from invaders. Each time you play, the enemies get stronger and you'll learn more about the mysterious Dragon Meteor and its dangerous powers. You can play alone or with friends, recruit soldiers and upgrade them as they gain experience, but be careful, if a soldier dies, they're gone forever. Collect over 100 powerful artifacts to create unique builds and use different heroes to attack. Between battles, grow your settlement, unlock new shops, and get rewards. Complete objectives to discover new characters and artifacts, lead your soldiers to victory, and reclaim your island in Tears of Metal. Next up is Big Walk. In this game, you and your friends explore a huge world together, work as a team to solve puzzles, face challenges, and use fun tools to communicate. If you can't talk, you can still find other ways to stay in touch. When you're not solving problems, just relax, watch the sunset, or play around with your friends. Steal their binoculars and toss them into the ocean, or simply enjoy hanging out. Big Walk is all about having fun with friends in a big, exciting world. In 33 Immortals, you play as one of 33 damned souls fighting against God's judgment. Team up with other players to survive waves of monsters, defeat huge bosses, and fight for your chance at life. You can quickly join the game through instant matchmaking, work together with your team, use special moves, and keep everyone strong for the tough boss fights. Collect weapons based on sins and virtues, find powerful relics, and upgrade your soul to get stronger. The game features beautiful hand-drawn art of the afterlife, inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. Little Nightmares 3 is a spooky adventure game where you play as Lo and Alone, two best friends trying to escape the nowhere. You can play with a friend online or with an AI companion. Lo has a bow to hit far targets and cut ropes. Alone has a wrench to break things and fix machines. You must work together to solve puzzles, sneak past dangers, and survive scary. Monsters are everywhere. A giant baby crawls through the necropolis, swarms of candy weevils fill a dark factory, and huge figures stomp through a creepy funfair. Cuffbust is a new multiplayer prison escape game for up to 20 players. The prison doors are open and you must escape before more guards arrive. Break walls, dig tunnels, or turn off the power to find new ways out. Use cameras to watch guards or take over the intercom to talk to teammates. The game has proximity chat, so voices change based on distance and walls. There are many ways to escape, work together, betray others, or slow down rival teams. Use tools like spoons to dig, pans to fight, and even a ray gun to find secret paths. In Streets of Rogue 2, you play in a big open world where you need to remove a bad president, but how you do it is up to you. You can fight, sneak, hack, farm, build, or talk your way to power. There are cities, countryside, caves, islands, and more. Every place you visit is full of people and things that change depending on what you do. Every time you play, the game is different. You can be a soldier, scientist, hacker, ninja, or other characters. You can steal cars, break into buildings, hire mercenaries, or even start a zombie outbreak. Or you can just build a farm and forget about the main quest. You can play alone or with friends in local or online co-op. Together, you can make your own adventure in this crazy world. In Wardens Rising, you must protect energy cores from enemy attacks. You can play alone or team up with up to 4 players. Fight off waves of enemies and take down big bosses. Plan your defense by building towers, traps, and walls. Upgrade your hero with new gear and skills. Choose from 5 heroes and unlock special companions to help you. There are over 24 campaign maps and 12 mission mode maps. The game is full of challenges with endless waves and bosses to defeat. Save humanity by winning every battle. Weeny Wise is a co-op puzzle pack formula where you and a friend explore a magical world. You play as Annalie and Hogo, 2 students who need to stop the evil sorcerer Ragnar from taking over the world. After surviving Ragnar's first attack, Annalie and Hogo must find the 4 seals of magic to save the world. You will explore different magical realms and find special stones that give you new powers to help you solve puzzles. Ragnar has sent magical creatures to stop you. You and your friend must use your powers to hide, escape, or fight these creatures together. In Primal Planet, you fight to stay alive on a planet full of dinosaurs and secrets. You start as a cave person, protecting your family after a T-Rex attack. The story mixes dinosaurs and aliens and keeps you guessing. You can use resources around you to make tools, weapons, and healing items. Gain experience to get stronger and survive the dangers of the world. Explore different places like forests, plains, mountains, and oceans. Each place has different dinosaurs, from peaceful Apatosaurus to dangerous Carnotaurus. Fight using weapons, traps, and stealth. Think smart to defeat dinosaurs and aliens. You can play alone or with a friend. The second player controls Sino, a fast dinosaur. Work together to solve puzzles, fight enemies, and survive. Sunderfolk is a turn-based RPG for couch co-op. Up to 4 players can play together and your phone becomes the controller. There's no extra equipment needed, just scan a QR code, download the app, and you're ready to play. Pick one of 6 classes: Arcanist, Bard, Berserker, Pyromancer, Ranger, or Rogue. Each class has different skills. In battle, there is no set turn order, so you'll need to change your plan as the fight goes on. After each mission, you go back to the village of Arden. You can upgrade shops, get new gear, and help protect the town from dark forces. In Dunecrawl, you and your team control big walking machines called Dunecrawlers. These machines look like giant crustaceans and are armed with cannons and treasure maps. Explore huge desert areas, meet interesting people, and learn the secrets of the Dunecrawlers. Protect towns from bandits, find hidden treasure, and ride armored scarabs. Work with friends or play alone as you try to become the best adventurer in the desert. Next up is FBC Firebreak. In this game, you and your team are called to stop a strange attack on the Federal Bureau of Control headquarters. The building is under attack by otherworldly forces and only your team can stop it. As part of the Firebreak team, your job is to fight dangerous paranormal events and protect the Bureau. The headquarters is full of weird creatures and strange things from other worlds. Before each mission, choose your weapons, gear, and abilities to fit your playstyle and team needs. Work with your team to survive and complete your mission. Subnautica 2 is an underwater survival game. You play as a pioneer sent to explore an alien ocean world, but something goes wrong and your ship crashes. The ship's AI tells you to keep going even though the planet is too dangerous for humans, unless you change. You can play alone or with up to 3 friends in co-op. Build bases, craft tools, and use vehicles to survive. The game lets you customize your bases more than before. The world has many different areas full of strange creatures and secrets. You can scan creatures, collect samples, and even change your body to survive. In Borderlands 4, the game takes place on the dangerous planet Kairos. You play as one of 4 new Vault Hunters, each with special skills. Your goal is to fight against the Timekeeper, a cruel ruler while dealing with a big disaster that's changing the world. You can play alone or team up with up to 3 friends. Fight enemies like robots, bandits, and wild animals. Collect lots of weapons and loot. In Enshrouded, you play as the Flameborn, the last survivors of a dying race. The world is being taken over by a dark fog called the Shroud, and it's up to you to stop it. You start with nothing but your will to survive. Explore dangerous places like ruins and forests, find resources, fight enemies, and learn about the fog. The Shroud makes enemies stronger and more dangerous. The combat is fast and you can use swords, bows, or magic. You can also choose skills that fit your playstyle. Building is important. You can create structures with a special system, and NPCs will come to your builds to help you craft better weapons and armor. In Rotwood, the world is in danger and it's up to you and your friends to fight corrupted beasts. You can play alone or team up with up to 3 friends. The battles get harder as you go and you'll need to practice and use smart strategies to survive. Button mashing won't work here. There are many weapons, each with different ways to fight. Practice combos and improve your skills to get stronger. You can also find new armor and weapons to make your own custom build. Team up with friends to face huge bosses, defeat them to get stronger and earn rewards. Each boss will test your skills and strategy. Every time you enter the Rotwood, you'll collect new power-ups and abilities. Choose your gear and create new builds for each hunt. No 2 hunts will ever be the same. Next up is Abiotic Factor. In this game, you and up to 5 friends are stuck in an underground research facility after a dangerous breach. The facility is full of dangerous creatures, soldiers, and strange threats. You play as scientists with different PhDs like a plant geneticist or a structural engineer, each with special skills to help the team. Instead of fighting directly, you'll craft tools, weapons, and gadgets to stay safe and outsmart enemies. You'll explore the large facility, find resources, and build a base to survive. The game is about working together, using your knowledge to solve problems, and crafting what you need to survive and escape the chaos. In Go-Go Town, you are the new mayor of a small, run-down town. Your job is to rebuild the town by building shops, hiring workers, and bringing in tourists. You will also need to manage the town's resources and avoid disasters. You can play alone or with up to 4 players in local or online co-op. Build your town, customize your character, and attract visitors to unlock new buildings and tools. You can also change the land with terraforming and explore different areas. You can fish, farm, mine, and gather materials. Grow crops, raise animals, and keep the town clean. Hire workers to help with tasks and set up systems to keep everything running. Unlock new tools and discover hidden secrets. Take care of your town's needs and make sure things run smoothly. Help your town grow and learn about the stories of your town's people. In Fera, the Sundered tribes, you lead a tribe in a world full of dangerous monsters. You can fly through the air using a special tether hook and glider wings to hunt giant beasts, fight by swinging through the sky and landing powerful attacks on the monsters. As tribe leader, you will gather survivors, build a village in the sky, and manage your people. The goal is to rebuild and give your tribe a better future, away from the beasts that ruin the world. As Anwolf, play with friends to fight, rebuild, and create a new world together. Wizard of Legend 2 is a fast, action-packed game where you play as a wizard trying to become the best. You'll face tough challenges in the floating lands. The game has new 3D visuals and lets you team up with one other player in early access, with up to 4 players when fully released. Use powerful spells from fire, water, earth, lightning, air, and chaos. Mix and match them for strong combos. You can also upgrade your spells with relics to make your wizard even stronger. In No More Room in Hell 2, you play as an emergency responder trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. You and your team must gather supplies, complete missions, and fight zombies, but if you die, you lose everything. Each game, you are placed on a big map like the power plant, and you need to work together to stay alive. You'll visit places like gas stations, bars, and military posts to find gear. The zombies hear every noise, so you need to be careful and plan your moves. The game has permadeath, which means if your character dies, all your progress is lost. Every choice you make matters. Use your wits and fight smart to survive, or you could lose everything. In Leggett's Banner of the Spark, you'll fight evil robots and rebuild your town. Team up with friends to defeat the powerful combat overlords and save the world. After each mission, go home to fish, farm, and craft items to make your town better. Rescue robots to join your team, and each one will help you grow stronger. Use your grappling hook, wire to fight, throw objects, and set traps against enemies. Unlock and upgrade different weapons to match how you like to play. You can also customize your character with lots of options and accessories. Summon strong allies to help you in battle. Build your town and become a hero in Linked Banner of the Spark. In Windblown, you play as a leaper, a warrior trying to save the Ark, a floating village, from an enemy called the Vortex. As a leaper, you can take the powers of fallen heroes, rebuild their weapons, and get stronger to fight the Vortex's dangerous sentinels. The game has fast and tough combat. You can dash across islands, fight enemies, and face huge bosses. You can carry 2 weapons, use special abilities, and pick up items to change how you play. Unrailed 2. Back on Track is a fast and fun game where you and your friends build train tracks while the train keeps moving. Work together to stop it from crashing as you travel through 5 different worlds, each with tricky obstacles and a big boss to beat. This time you can unlock upgrades that stay with you, build your own train with new parts, and use special skills to go even further. If your train crashes, learn from it and try again. There are also new ways to play. Terrain Conductor mode lets you make and share your own maps, and 8-player VS mode lets 2 teams race to build their tracks first. Path of Exile 2 takes place years after the first game. A new darkness is spreading across Rayclast and exiles must fight to stop it. The game has a 6-act story with many dangerous places, powerful monsters, and tough bosses. Players can choose from 12 classes and build their hero in different ways using new skills and weapons. The adventure doesn't end after the story. There are many challenges and rewards waiting in the endgame for those who dare to keep fighting. In Wild Woods, you and up to 3 friends play as little cats trying to protect your wooden wagon in a dangerous forest. During the day, collect resources and improve your wagon, but at night, banded bunnies and badgers will attack. You must fight them off and keep the beacon fire alive. You can pick how risky you want your journey to be. Harder parts give better rewards, but safer routes help you gather more supplies. And that's a wrap on some of the most exciting co-op games coming in 2025. Which one are you most hyped for? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe for more gaming content, and hit the bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.